Hello, YouTube again. Welcome back to my second episode. Today, I have How Warren Buffett Does It. I found this book to be really good, amazing, simple to read, short, not too complex, obviously because of Warren Buffett's investment strategies. And the best part about this book is that every chapter starts off with a cartoon, and the cartoons, the short, you know, 2 second, you know, reading of these cartoon clips reminds me of The Far Side. If you don't know what that is, you can look that up. I think The Far Side was back in the 90s. It was just little like single box comics, and it had the short amount of information as far as the reading of these comics. It defines so much things. Like I'll pick another one for example. Like look at this: greed, fear, and folly. Good morning. I mean it just, each comic obviously relates to the chapter, but this book was amazing. I think it was another one of those. It was 24 simple investing strategies from the world's greatest, right? So he obviously is the greatest. He's the GOAT. I mean, you can't get any simpler than the way Warren Buffett has done it. And me personally, in my portfolio, I have invested in BerkB because Berkshire Hathaway A is way out of my price range. If I was around during that time when it first, went public, I wish. I mean, it keeps on going up. He refuses to split that stock, which is, I can't blame him. I mean, that's his choice. There's great value to it. Obviously, there's a lot of amazing holdings within that Berkshire Hathaway. His backstory to that, Berkshire Hathaway was not always the great empire that it is today. And then BerkB came along. I believe I kind of forget how BerkB came about. In simpler, let's just see, BerkB, how that even came to be. I think it was because he refused, that he didn't want to do the BerkB. Let's see if I can even, let's get rid of this. So this is the book. I mean, I usually buy my books used, so hard copies are great used. I think it's awesome. I get a lot of my books from thrift books. No way affiliated with them, but I have a whole library of books that I buy used only because I think it's more worth it. So let's look at this really quick. Let's just do the BerkB. So that shows the stock price and Berkshire Hathaway's American. How let's see. I don't even know how to search it. Did it start? Oh, there it goes. That's like the first one, right? Warren Buffett Berkshire Hathaway's quietly racked up 6 billion gains on. Wow, that's only one day though. How did Berkshire get started? Okay, when did Berkshire Hathaway Class B start? Okay, 1996. Well, it's been some time. I mean, I was still around then. Giving the right to exist Class A shareholder convert each share to a Class A stock into 30 shares of Class B. Okay. So, if you had Class A then, I guess you had the option of converting one Class A to 30 Class Bs. And I'm not sure why you would choose that route, opposed to just sticking with, I guess, okay. I guess it could make sense. Like, all right, so if I had Class A, I wanted to stick with Warren Buffett, and I had total faith in Berkshire Hathaway, but I needed to liquidate some of it, and obviously there was no fractional. By going Class B, I had 30 shares. I can liquidate some of it and still be part of the amazing company that it is today. So I didn't have to sell it all out and lose my position, right? So that's awesome. I don't know of too many other stock that has a class and a B class. But in any case, I have a few. I actually have my a decent position in BERKB. You know what? Let me just see exactly how much do I have. Because I kind of forget where I stand with that. So, of course, there's a lot of information in regards to how Warren Buffett analyzes his stock, why he goes into the positions that he does, and not having to and one of the key things that I learned from him so far is to not look at the prices every day, ignore all the noise, whether it's media. Now with social media, it's even worse because it's like instant. You look at your phone, you look at your and the feeds are just coming in constantly, and you have multiple streams. You have Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Everyone has their own personal opinion about why a stock is going up or what your position should be. So that's the noise that he's referring to. So as of right now, I'm just gonna clip this because I really don't want to. So I've been value buying into Berkshire B. I saw Baba. I have Alibaba as well, and I was like, I don't have Berk A. It looked like Berk A for a second. So here's the screenshot of what I have so far in regards to Berk B. Not much. It's only totaling about 11,880. I've value bought into it. I'm plus, obviously 2,000 ish from the time I purchased it. It's and it makes up 39% of my portfolio right now. And as of today, but today's a Sunday, the market's not open, so you're not going to see the fluctuation in the price. So this is what I have today in regards to BERKB. And how did I get started with BERKB? I think one of the first books that I read about with Warren was the Snowball, which is another book about Warren. And I think a lot of it starts repeating itself. So just different authors on the same information, because if you watch the history of Warren Buffett, and I believe there was a great HBO documentary on him. It's his daily routine, him driving to McDonald's, and depending on how much money his wife left in his his cupboard or whatever, cup holder, that's the meal that he would buy. So it was, it's so simple, his strategy. And obviously this is one of the books that I finished. I'm still reading how he analyzes the profits and loss and his data sheets for companies, and that applies to every stock that he owns. Trying to understand, if you have an understanding, if that's your field of knowledge, that's where you would concentrate on. Like, he didn't invest in technology for the longest time, and he kind of kicks himself some certain areas. Like now he's heavily invested with Apple, and it's a big portion of his portfolio. But I also know that it wasn't his decision, but it's the two gentlemen that he brought on board. The newer generation understanding technology is kind of the wave of the future. So, and he also has stakes in Amazon, which Amazon is a tech company. At the same time, it's a online commerce. It's selling, buying. So he definitely opened up as times changed. He doesn't analyze. He doesn't go straight in for the IPOs of some of these younger generation is jumping on it and making millions on the first day of IPO. And but he definitely targets the the company and its history, and uses that information to see if load that how profitable each year has been. And I will later on show, I built the Excel spreadsheet from, and I found on YouTube, and I would definitely provide that information as well, to how the information and intrinsic value of a stock, and if it's a buy or not a buy, and it's all formula, and this, I think it was a great way for me to invest. So in short, this was just a overview of one of the awesome books that I've been reading up on. I finished this one, and I'm still continuing. So not only do I read the books, when I have the ability to do so, when I want to step away from the family at night, if I'm too tired to read, I put my headphones on and I'm listening to Audible. So today is another stock market crash course for myself. I hope you guys enjoy this one, and see you guys again soon.